Tashra Anat Malcha Ha'olam Asher Kedishanu Mitzvotav V'tzivanu L'Datif L'Tzitzit. Good morning, Queen. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, Erica. See you in there tapping your screen all the time. Thank you. Good morning, all. How are you doing today? What are you up to? What are you feeling in your body on this late morning in late October? Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. Vahafta et Anat Elohecha ובכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר נחים מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך וחיה כי ויחיה אלוהיך אל הארץ אשר נשבע לאבותיך לאברהם ליצחק וליעקב לתת לך ערים גדולות וטובות אשר לא בנית ובתים מלאים כל טובה אשר למילאת וברות הצווים אשר לא עשת והכרמים מזיתים אשר לא נתת והלכת ושבת ישמר לך פן תשכח את יהוה אשר תישאך מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. Thank you, Fry Spice. I appreciate hearing that. It's surreal, you know, to be told that you are beautiful repeatedly and frequently by so many strangers. It means something very different than what it meant to me a few years ago. But I still appreciate it very much. Good morning, Kimmy. How are you? How have you been? And you shall love Yahweh Eloheinu with all your heart and all your soul and all your might. And these words that I repeat to you today. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Bind them as a symbol on your hand and let them serve as a sign on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Good morning on this morning like so many other mornings. Time moves on in cycles. Excuse me. So, we'll go back to the beginning, shall we? We're reading from this book, Inanna, Queen of Heaven and Earth. So Inanna is one of the oldest of goddesses of which we know by name. Certainly not the oldest, right? There were goddesses for thousands of years who went by names besides Inanna, but Inanna was one of the earliest to be written down. And in this story we're reading, Inanna is receiving gifts, cultural gifts, from her father, Enki, right? All of these different arts. The art of forthright speech, the art of slanderous speech, the art of adorning speech. He gave me the cult prostitute, the holy tavern, the kissing of the phallus, the art of prostitution, the art of speeding, the quiver and the bow, right? On and on and on. All of these different ways in which humans are given to Inanna to represent and to hold. And after she receives all of these gifts, still reeling with drink, Enki spoke to his servant Izimud. My Sukal Izimud, the young woman is about to leave for Uruk. It is my wish that she reach her city safely, right? So this is a myth from Uruk. It's a myth about the founding of Uruk and how Inanna brings all of these cultural practices from elsewhere to the founding of this most important city. Inanna gathered all the May. The May were placed in the boat of heaven. The boat of heaven with the holy May was pushed off from the quay. And here we have a little tablet, the stamp of a boat. So it goes. When the beer had gone out from the one who had drunk beer, when the beer had gone out from the father Enki, when the beer had gone out from the great god of wisdom, Enki looked about the Abzu. The eyes of the king of the Abzu searched Eridu. King Enki looked about Eridu and called his servant Izimud, saying, My Sukal, Izimud, my king Enki, I stand to serve you. The high priesthood, godship, the noble and enduring crown, where are they? And if you recall from yesterday, that was the first things that Enki gave Inanna. He gave me the high priesthood. He gave me godship. He gave me the noble, enduring crown. He gave me the throne of kingship. He gave his throne away. Enki gave his throne away in a drunken stupor. What do we do? My king has given them to his daughter. The art of the hero, the art of power, treachery, deceit, where are they? Well, deceit and treachery. He gave Inanna deceit and treachery. She's going to run away with them. My king has given them to his daughter. The perceptive ear, the power of attention, the making of decisions, where are they? My king has given them to his daughter. 14 times Enki questioned his servant Izimud. 14 times Izimud answered, My king has given them to his daughter. My king has given all the May to his daughter, Inanna. Good morning, Batya. Good morning, Marissa. How are you all doing? We're in the middle of this story about how Inanna runs away with all of the cultural practices of ancient Uruk and brings them to Uruk. Then Enki spoke, saying, Izimud, the boat of heaven, with the holy May, where is it now? The boat of heaven is on one quay away from Eridu. Go, take the Enkum creatures. Let them bring back the boat of heaven to Eridu. Okay, so Enki gives his gifts and then he takes them away. Classic Enki move. Izimud spoke to Inanna, My queen, your father has sent me to you. Your father's words are words of state. They may not be disobeyed. Inanna answered, What has my father said? What has Enki added? What are his words of state that must not be disobeyed? Izimud spoke, My king has said, Let Inanna proceed to Uruk. Bring the boat of heaven with the holy May back to Eridu. Inanna cried, My father has changed his word to me. He has violated his pledge, broken his promise. Deceitfully my father spoke to me. Deceitfully he cried, In the name of my power, in the name of my holy shrine. Deceitfully. He sent you to me. Scarcely had Inanna spoken these words when the wild-haired Enkum creatures seized the boat of heaven. And with that, on that cliffhanger, we will pause for the day, and we will see how might Inanna escape from the treacherous Enkum creatures who are trying to steal back her May that was given to her in drunkenness by her father Enki. We shall see another day. Thank you. So, Another day. Today is another day, like the days before it, and like the days that will come after it, and yet wholly unique. Today is the day that is today. I'm speaking nonsense. What are you all doing here listening to me speak nonsense? Good morning, Dr. Punk. Hi. You've arrived just in time for fire time. So the word Arati means flame. Is there a little flame? Let me twist this. Breakfast this morning? No breakfast this morning, Erica. My habits have changed a little bit. I don't eat breakfast so much in this room anymore. Sometimes. So, Arati. Arati, a prayer of praise to remind us where we come from. It goes like this. Jaya Jaya Arati Vina Vinayaka Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha Jaya Jaya Arati Subramanya Subramanya Kartikeya Jaya Jaya Arati Venugopala Venugopala Venuola Papa Vidura Navanita Chora Jaya Jaya Arati Venkanta Ramana Venkanta Ramana Sankatarana Sita Rama Radhe Shama Jaya Jaya Arati Gauri Manohara Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara Samba Sadashiva Uma Maheshwara Jaya Jaya Arati Raja Rajeshwari Raja Rajeshwari Tripura Sundari Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Mahashakti Jaya Jaya Arati Anjaneya Anjaneya Hadimanta Jaya Jaya Arati Dattatreya Dattatreya Trimurti Avatara Jaya Jaya Arati Adityaya Adityaya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jaya Arati Sanistaraya Sanistaraya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jaya Arati Sankarachaya Sankarachaya Advaita Guravi Jaya Jaya Arati Sadgurunata Sadgurunata Shivananda Jaya Jaya Arati Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda Jaya Jaya Arati Agastya Munaye Agastya Munaye Shriyama Priyaye Jaya Jaya Arati Ayapa Samine Ayapa Samine Dharma Shastave Jaya Jaya Arati Jesus Gurave Moses Gurave Buddha Gurave Jaya Jaya Arati Muhammad Gurave Guru Nanak Gurave Samastya Gurubho Namaha Jaya Jaya Arati Venugopala. Natatra Suyabati Natandrakara Tamnima Vidyobati Kutoy Magni Tomeva Bantamanabanti Sarvam Tasya Basya Samidam Vivanti Om Gange Kayamune Kaiva Govari Saraswati Namade Siddhuka Veri Hiyaha Namastitam Namo Namaha Twameva Mata Chapita Twameva Twameva Bandisha Saka Twameva Twameva Vidya Javinam Twameva Twameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Kayena Vacha Manasendriyarva Budyat Manava Prakriti Sabhavad Karomi Adyad Sakalam Parasmahe Narayana Hiti Sarmar Payami Sarvadharmam Pravichayam Amikam Savarnambraja Aham Sva Sarva Papayo Mokshayami Masucha. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind, senses, my nature, my intellect, or my emotions, all these I dedicate to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was very nice to see my old friend Batya. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I hadn't seen him in 9 years or something like that, maybe longer. Certainly not since I transitioned, so it was nice to connect in an old way, in a new place. So, we will conclude today with Kaddish. The word Kaddish means prayer, sacred, holy. It is the name of an ancient goddess, and today, more commonly than anything else, it means death, mourning. Right, the mourner's Kaddish is a prayer of grief, and we conclude on grief to acknowledge that life is hard. Life is hard and full of suffering. To be a creature in the world is to be exposed to your own dissolution. Axel-B, that is the meaning of this tattoo, right? The Ouroboros, the serpent eats its tail. It's a metaphor for what it means, right? To be a cell, right? To be a single-celled organism, you contain yourself. Your DNA reflects the external reality, all the dynamics of the cell. You are a thin membrane separating yourself from the rest of the world, and one day you will burst, only to be consumed by something else. Life and death are intertwined. That's what the Ouroboros says. Yes. Yes, Queen. Life and death are intertwined. All is one. And that state of affairs of a creature defining an inside and an outside that can never be fully and completely defined, right? Always permeable, always seeping inside into outside, and always seeping outside into inside. That is pain and joy. So we say Kaddish to remind ourselves that pain and joy are intertwined, and life and death are intertwined, and grief and rejoicing are intertwined. So we rejoice in our grief. We share in this space together, remind ourselves that even though we are in pain, we are still alive. For the last 2,500 years, give or take, my ancestors have said these words in response to death. Vidgadal, vidgadash, Shema Rabba. Biamati rachite viamlich malchute, bachayachon of yomechon of chayedikol be Israel, bagala visman kari vimru. Amen. Yehe Shema Rabba meva arachli alam almei almaya. Yit barach vishtabach vit baar vit ramam vit naseh vit hadar vit ale vit ala Shema de kudish aberechu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata. Diamiran biama vimru. Amen. Yehe Shema Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yachol Yisrael vimru. Amen. O say shalom b'mermav, huya asay shalom. Aleinu v'yachol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. O say shalom b'mermav, huya asay shalom aleinu v'yachol Yisrael v'imru v'imru. Amen. Thank you. Thank you for joining me here today. I will see you once more tomorrow to say these words again. Until then, I hope your day fulfills you. It gives you a sense of purpose and meaning. Farewell.